When you say water, you say from front to back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me be salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me be salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me be salon. Salon, how you they do? Salon woman do ya push up. This is the temple that we make we country. Government property, not on land, you know. Not out in the street, not if na office. Waiting up for we, not on land, you know. Then we like salon, then we put our trust. Live at peace inside salon. When they say water, you say fuck from the back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me get salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me get salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me get salon. Surround your hands when I listen to me. Surround your hands when I listen well. Learn some lessons and get some blessings. Stop the blame game that we make salon. This say that one, they say that this. Election time, not on time for friends. Make salon, not well this country. If we live in this salon, no go before. When they say water, you say from from the back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me get salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me get salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me get salon. Before ya, how not they do? Bakaya, una kushe. For make salon, make we live in peace. If we make salon, better go there for we. No place like home, no place like salon. Green, white, and blue, make we raise and up. Let we make salon, let we not boil salon. Land that we love and want Sierra Leone. When they say water, you say fuck from the back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me get salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me get salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance.
So, good evening, Sierra Leoneans from this part of the country, in Freetown. Good afternoon or good morning, whosoever you day when you tune into this program. They bring you greetings. So today, last week, I'm in the sofa from CS School. The program we just done in a rush because we don't promise Sierra Leoneans. So we will come up with this program every week. so that people go to get a gist of waiting there inside um, the vision of New Hope, where Dr. Kaifala Marah, the leading flag bearer aspirant of the All People's Congress, will present. Today, we will look into the vision, and then we discuss small about the criteria where the All People's Congress party don't put forward, and then they look forward to say the person way for be flag bearer for able for meet to then criteria and they one for say kudos to the All People's Congress because there is no job on earth we never job description and job specification. So you, the job holder, now your own opportunity or now your own rights now for ensure say you meet to the criteria. And we also want for tell thank you to the All People's Congress for that. So we dey start the program with this quote. Wetin na the quote? The quote is a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Again, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Meaning, we need a leader who get a foresight of the problem, how to fix the problem, and we also get the willingness for fix the problem. So a leader is one who knows the way, who goes the way, and shows the way. At a time like this, more than ever before, we need seasoned, battle tested, internationally acclaimed economists for able for come move from this economic dungeon we find ourselves. There is no gainsaying that our economy is in a very bad shape. And that is the reason why we come up with this program. For let we conscientize with people, especially the All People's Congress. Because last week I threw insights about the debt burden where this government don't subject the country into. And that they don't make every Sierra Leonean a debtor. And $9, $9 millions of dollars. Sierra Leone is a population of around 10 million people, and then we get about 3.2 billion United States dollar debt. If you divide down the all of we get over $1 million debt to for pay. We don't know how then go take am, wetin them use am palm or wetin then do am with then do with am. So this na a call for concern. The trouble way the current government dey left now we are now a trouble way now only the APC get wetin take for come pull whip on am. And that is the reason why with no malice we want to talk to the All People's Congress for continue in this directive, in this trajectory where they don't take, the trajectory of having the right person for the job. We will look into that as well. So more than ever before, we are in an economic mess wherein this government don't succeed for subject the country into serious debt burden. We don't make every Sierra Leonean, even my great grandpicking that we no born it. Me picking them we no born it. Me picking them we no born it. The one they were don't born they all na debtor. It's very serious business. A very serious business for rule of country, not to child's play. So all the one that we don't contest for flag bearer, these are all beautiful people, good people. They are all respected people. But when you go by them pedigree, when you go by their history, when you go by their experience, you dey know say these are people where um, no get able for removing from this. They're not able for removing from this because a leader It's one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We never want, because the argument is all what you need to do, now forget the political way, and then you surround yourself with the people who are going for one. But that is not leadership. That is in itself followership. What makes you a leader if you don't know the problem, you don't show the problem, and you don't have the ability to solve the problem? So you are waiting on employing other people to do it. That is not leadership. That is not leadership. All the 20 flag bearers from Usman Abdal Timbo, Mohammed Omodu Kamara, where they call Jagaban, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, um, Mr. Ombrigoli, Honorable Chairman Madam Majuba, Madam Yvonne Akisoya, Mr. Adi Macaulay, Mr. Abai Mahmoud Bangura, Dr. Richard Conte, um, who is the other guy? All of these people we don't see them once. When we check them profile, we look at them pedigree, we look at them background, the experience we they don't actualize over time. It shows say they no go match the kind of quality experience we Dr. Mara gets. I've said this on countless occasions that ordinarily your degree cannot get you a job. What gives you a job is your experience. You can be employed for your experience, but you cannot be employed because you carry a certificate. Anybody can hold a certificate. Doing the job, having a test of how it feels is what matters. Me whether before I get 3 degrees, but there are jobs where even if I apply for them, they will not call me because I did not have the experience, the enough skill set to match that. The government, not to people them way na mediocres them for honor. Government business is not for mediocrity. I'll always say this. So we are having Sierra Leoneans parading or gallivanting all over the place. See, they want to be flag bearer, but they do not have a taste of what presidency is. You have to match the status of the job. Your experience should match. Your exposures should match the job. You should have a pedigree that is presidential. So when I hear people they say, and Jagaban get money no go thief, I've said that on countless time that it is not sufficient because human beings, the needs of human beings are insatiable. In itself, they are enormous. They are elaborate. When you achieve one, you want another. When you achieve another, that the lead you follow graduates to another. So this tells you that the argument for say because somebody gets a no motive, it's a lie, it's a blatant fallacy. It's only the myopic mind who thinks that way. Yes, he is a brother. For me, he's a Muslim. And the kind of good way they do now the APC, now APC people, these are Sierra Leonean. We need to applaud them for that. But quietly we know that he might meet all the legal requirements because some people say they've been under the APC for how many years, even though the criteria states say now 5 years time if we run day continuously. But we not be able to know because me don't do this APC for quite a very long time. You know, I never hear him. Now only now I hear him. So it will clear that. And they also get for do in status get for do constitutionality. Dual citizenship. If he's an American citizen, that wouldn't qualify him for the role, except if you go and show say a remove himself from the American citizenship. So me not pay attention to that because I know say these are rules legal rules and legal requirements. It can go and go undo them. It can go, for example, it go left in dual citizenship, and then maybe just maybe somebody will say I mean, you will get membership people will say only from 10 years or how many years. So these are things fixable. But what thing cannot be fixable, the fact that he did not have the experience of government. We cannot hide this fact. Personally, for me, I have no reason to hate him. I have no reason to hate Dr. Ibrahim Bangura. You understand? But the fact remains is, even among the experienced ones, the likes of Dr. Richard Kunte, the likes of Chairman Ramadan Majibra, the likes of Yvonne Akisoya, and the likes of Dr. Kaifala Marah, experience past experience. So we don't take the time, profile all the candidates there, and clearly it speaks to one person where the arrow points to. And that is no gainsaying. Everybody knows this. So the argument that people should be embraced because of the get money, that is a frivolous thing. It's a frivolous thing. Nothing we know hold water. Not so you money they fix with problem. That you money not able to fix with problem. Our problem is about sustainability. What will sustain this economy? What will able to move this economy from fragility to sustainability? And we've got an individual who has got that pedigree, who has got that experience over years, over time. And who is that person is Dr. Kaifala Marah. He has managed the economy, transit the economy from the point where it be there to a what? A middle level, a cruise level economy that was at the driving seat. And then that economy was again attacked with two major shocks: the Ebola epidemic and that of the drop in, iron ore prices. Mind you, we cite the iron ore prices because that growth at the time was not sustainable, because it was mainly supported or mainly influenced by the prices of what? Iron ore at the world market. And at the time, the economy was iron ore driven. Sarah Rutile, you have the London mining, and then you have the African minerals, you have Optia. Everything around that growth was centered around the mining. That was why when the shock attacked the economy, even though it only takes Dr. Marah's type and the leadership of Ernest Bai Koroma, who has got himself surrounded with experienced people who were able to save the economy. But it was very challenging at the time, because the economy was not diversified. And the greatest shock absorber in situation of that nature, now diversification. So we were only focused in the mineral gains that we're getting from one sector, that is the mining sector. That undermined the economy. So let's look at inflation. Even though realistically, from the figures given by the minister, it has dwindled, it has plummeted down a bit. Look at the GDP. Businesses are closing down. Why? Why are they not performing? It is because the incentives are not there. Even the infrastructure to encourage capital investments, they are not there. We are still battling with, electricity, road networks, water supply, health. And these are fundamentals that support the economy to what? To sustain. If these fundamentals are not there, you won't have a stable economy or a sustainable economy. So we've got somebody who has got the pedigree, who has got the experience, who has served in the capacity in a better situation where the economy was doing bad, and also have the opportunity to serve in a capacity where the economy was doing poorly. He was able to save the economy. So it is not about the PhD. It is not about the experience he has with the Commonwealth, working for them as a senior economist. It is not about that. But the fact that, not on the paper, it is about the experience. He has got the experience to save the economy. Now that we are having this kind of, a fragile economy, an economy that is battered, what do you expect? He will definitely be able to save the economy again and again and again, because one, He has the willingness because don't forget the track record of Dr. Marah State. It's clear that he is passionate about the development of this country. So when we talk about Dr. Marah being at the driving seat, it's not about the PhD. You can have thousands of PhD. In fact, amongst those that are running for this thing, I've had about 3 to 4 people with PhD. It's not about the degree, it's not about the paper, it's about the experience, it's about the pedigree, it's about the track record, the international connections. You cannot take that away. So we need to face this with reality. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. If you don't know the way, you don't go the way, you don't show the way, and you are not a leader. That is what Dr. Marah did, where it came up. Where it came up with the vision of New Hope. Where it came up with, the vision of New Hope. The vision of New Hope got a portion when at the problem statement as an area where it speaks to the issues, the challenges what we get with water, the challenges what we get with health, the challenges what we get with businesses not doing well, with unemployment, with innovation that is not. So for me, I will always say this. He has shown the way. He goes the way and he leads the way. That makes him the perfect match for the job. Don't forget, the qualification for Sierra Leone to become president was not based on what? The constitution did not say you should have all the experience. Yes, the constitution just pinpointed around if you're above 40 years. Yeah? So anybody can be president with even a high school degree. The point I'm saying, I'm not talking about the degree. Dr. Ernest, by ruled this country, we saw development with only one degree that is attuned or aligned to his name, but he was able to score goals. So I'm not talking about the degree. For me, Jagaman did not even need to have a degree. You don't even need to have a degree to make you a president, according to the constitution. But what we are saying, it is not about the paper. It is about the experience, the track record. We are embattled as a country because the economic situation of this country is very challenging. And because it is very challenging, if I sick, I get cold, I go to hospital. Where they go see me? Now, I'm an expert in that sector. If I'm a tit at, I know they go to a gynecologist for go pull me teeth. And they go to what? To a dentist for pull me teeth. So, in a similar vein, Sierra Leone, as a country, we need somebody who's got the experience, who has the expertise. Our problem, our sickness is economic problem. It's economic menace. And because of the deadly menace, the global economic downturn and the national economic downturn, we need an experienced doctor to cure this sickness that we have. And that doctor who has got the experience in fixing fragile economies around the globe is Dr. Marah. All of these people put together, they are all in one way or the other they all have experience, but experience past experience. So I'm putting forward a case that Dr. Marah has been given the experience. He has got a taste of how diplomacy works. He has served as the number one, diplomat of the country, as Minister of Foreign Affairs. He has served in the capacity of governor that superintends over the what? The monetary policy of the country. And during his time, he was able to secure what? Gains. Because we had a stable currency. We did not have, exchange rate volatility under his watch when he was at central bank. He has been Minister of Finance and Economic Development. Under his watch, we saw how the GDP raised up, our development trajectories raised up to one of the fastest growing economies in Africa at the time, around 2014. So he has got this experience, he has got these medals. I also believe that with the experience he has got as chief minister, the first chief of staff of this country, he has also got the experience to put together, government, to work with government, to monitor government parastatal agencies and different projects that government will put together. He's got all of this experience. And you cannot say for other candidates, you cannot attribute this experience, these qualities of Dr. Marah to other candidates. You cannot. So please, Mifambule, we need a battle tested, exposed economist who can fix this economic problem that we have. We don't want boku explanation again. We don't want too many excuses. We don't want too many excuses. Jagaban is a Sierra Leonean. He is entitled to becoming president. You cannot take that away from him. But the fact that he doesn't have experience in managing fragile economy, he doesn't have experience in governance. And that is a serious minus, a serious deficit on his side. Dr. Ibrahim Bangura is a fine young man, but he hasn't got any government experience. He hasn't got the experience of what? Managing fragile economy. Even though he read some economic courses. But theory and practice are two different things. Yes, he has the paper, but he does not have the experience, the practical experience. So that is a very serious deficit on his side. He cannot be able to confront the challenge that we are seeing now. The same for other candidates. Yes, you will say Dr. Richard Conte will match up a bit because he has been as Deputy Minister of Finance. He is also experienced, but he is not as experienced and exposed as Dr. Marah. That is clear. Yes, you can say Yvonne Akisoya is also somebody that has got an experience of how the economy will work because, he's an accountant, she's an accountant. Even though we are seeing things now on the media that is, pointing to that direction that she's not an accountant. But that is a discussion for another day. But almost we know even an accountant. So she has got some experience. But you cannot match that experience with Dr. Marah. Yeah? The same for Mr. Mahmoud Bangura. He has got some experience, 1 year, 8 months as Minister of Youth. That experience is not enough to manage a fragile economy. The experience of Mr. Honorable Chenoba is also not enough to manage a fragile economy. Yes, it is not enough. Because making laws, implementing laws are two different things. We need to be serious in fixing our problem. That is why, for me, I feel bitter. Bitter in the sense when I see people and they go, especially young people, we don't get a feature, they not get a sense of how Salon will date tomorrow. All the thing they want are the immediate benefits. They are all over the place. Gallivanting around these politicians. These politicians gallivanting all over the place. They say they want to be flag bearer. Have you taken the time to sit back and then look at the walkway there and watch your candidates where they gallivant all over the place say you want to be flag bearer if you get what you take? Have you done that? Do you know what the future holds for this country? With all the resources that we have, natural resources that we have, whether it is fertile land, human talent, or the excess labor that we have, whether it is about the the minerals that we have, yet we are still poor. Since we took over from the colonial masters in the 60s till date, we are still battling. We cannot, stand on our own without foreign aid. Every now and then, youth man they die with kush, substance abuse. People and they go do temple run for left them country in search for waiting for peanut for bread and butter. This is not cross your mind. You just think so if we just hand over this country to anybody. This country is not for sale. I've said this. If you have your money, keep it or spend it or give it to people. Do whatever you want to do with it. But when it comes to presidency, we have to be serious. It is our all. Now we all business the one day. Now we all business the one day. Now we all business the one day. This is the problem. Because the SLPP did not take their time to put together themselves and then focus on what Sierra Leone will benefit as a country, regardless of whose corner we dey, whose tribe we dey, whose region we dey, or whose district we come on. If they been think, they no put His Excellency the President. Because this man, the experience he has is as a soldier. And then he has the likes of Honorable J.J. Safa, who is an economist, then come without any real picture of how the economy looks and say, na a battered economy. You know, say na a battered economy, and then you bring in somebody when a soldier man. You know, say this na a battered economy, they bring soldier man. But they did not look at that. Their focus was tribalism, having him because he's a soldier, he has the temerity to handle the APC. Then put up. Now look inside the economy day. Look inside the economy day. If you can't graduate them, we don't graduate for over 15 years. One day they employ, they not reach 20%. Few don't graduate today from Unimark. They've got MA degrees, different type. The job market is not there. Don't you think of that? So you run after that breadcrumbs, then basically to things and the way that they can give. You need to think of this country. So again, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. While we say this, let us refer now to page 4. Our vision of New Hope, a decisive choice of creating wealth and jobs. In Dr. Marah's vision of New Hope, he said our vision is founded on decisive leadership, a leadership that will seek for consistency in its vision and adapt to changing context while leading with integrity and probity. He said we have not had any short supply of politicians in Sierra Leone. However, what we need is effective and demonstrable leadership. Without it, a nation cannot be transformed. No matter how grandiose the resources are or lofty the desires, our vision of New Hope seeks to create an environment conducive to exemplary leadership. Page 4 of Dr. Marah's vision, page 20 of Dr. Marah's vision of New Hope. Page 20 of Dr. Marah's vision of New Hope. Philosophy of our vision. He said the philosophy of our vision is the enhancement of national consciousness, structured on progressive leadership for transformation, a collective and disciplined mindset driven by selfless stewardship, and a mentality spirited by innovation, and an appetite for change that will help transform our country. He said our call to duty is to put Sierra Leone first. Today, he said I entreat us all to change our mindset and look positively forward, to change through discipline, hard work, and tolerance for each other. He said, I invite every Sierra Leonean to join me on this epic journey with a mindset to transform our beloved country, through laying the foundation for wealth creation for all. Let us transition from the vicious cycle of mistrust, national division, to bring forth the spirit of love, trust, and national cohesion. We will do so by healing the nation first and putting the private sector of, at the fore of the nation building with the government, providing an enabling environment for it to happen. Sierra Leoneans, Dr. Marah said, the country not dey in short supply of politicians. Politicians are all over. Myself, I'm a politician within the APC. You have all what we need. What we need are those politicians who has got hmm, demonstrable attributes. Dr. Marah has that one. But you cannot say that for the others. You cannot say that for the others. Yes, they all have experience. We know I mean, personally, I won't disrespect any of these guys because they are our colleagues, they are our brothers. And then the last time somebody said, I'm not going to say so, but for me, the kind of heart we get, all of these guys needs to support him so that we can better the nation. It is not about yourself. It is not about your ego. It's not about you fulfilling the desire of me. Nah, this tribe I come out, I don't be president. That is not it. Presidency does not work that way. You cannot give what you don't have. The Jagaban type and other politicians did not have the quality experience needed to fix this economy. Running a small company and running an economy, they are two different things. They are two different things. I respect him because one, he's a Muslim. That is one thing I respect about him. I also respect this. I also hold all of these guys to high esteem. I respect them. These are our senior comrades in the All People's Congress. But for God and country, we need to have the right people in the right place who has got the capacity to be able to fix this country. If this country will move on well, so why not need for be politician? Why is it that we've made politics so fashionable for young people? It is because it is the only way where you can take somebody who hasn't got a degree and made him a minister. But if you create so many businesses, companies, and the enabling environment, I mean, people will be preoccupied with in their livelihoods. They don't even know what government they do. But where job no dey? The only way for get job when they ask for qualification, not through politics. So that is how we have managed to make politics fashionable. That is how we have managed to make politics fashionable at the detriment of the country. So, people of this country, we need to be serious about this. And me, I will always say this, that Sierra Leone belongs to all of us, in as much as we all are Sierra Leoneans, but we have to be serious in ensuring that we have the right people in place to move this country forward. For me, no string attached. I'm not doing this because maybe I want a ministerial appointment or I want this, that, money. No, I'm content. What I'm doing is for God and country. For left me business, left everything, candidate, they talk to people, they conscientize people. You understand? Now, basically, because I like my country and I want the better for this country, because I don't want picking in this country. And the way situation they go, I don't want the problem when we face, or even get me daily bread for find job, we begin and can face that. And the only way to fix that now when we get leadership, we matter. Leadership will know the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We're able to fix the current problem and the predicament every day.
Surround you with how kuna they do. Sierra Leone suna kusho. We all are one, make we live together. alone. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me peace alone. Anytime you go, give peace a chance. Let me peace alone. Solomon, how you dey do? Solomon, do ya push it? This na the temple let me make the country. Government property, not on that you know. Not in the streets, not if na office. Waiting up for we, not on that you know. Let me like salon, let me put am first. Live at peace, it's a salon. When they say water, you say pump rock you back.
So, Sierra Leoneans, again, today we team for this discussion. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And then clearly, Dr. Marah is the man who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. He has got the pedigree, the experience needed, the presidential experience needed to move this country forward. All other candidates, they are fine. They all get, I mean, experiences. They get experiences in their own right. They all have. But the experience we needed will fix the economy and make sure so the country become better for we all and make politics not be the only way for survival as alone. Because politics don't become the only way for survival. That is why our politics is so toxic. We are bringing chronism, nepotism, tribalism, regionalism. I mean, all of this into our politics because it is the only means for survival. It is the only means for survival. But when you have the leader who has got what it takes to attract foreign direct investment, to put policies in place that will create incentive for local businesses to thrive. If you have, I mean, Salona is a small country, a country of around 10 million, it's a small country, man. If you have 50 conglomerate or multilateral companies in Sierra Leone as foreign direct investment, just 50, this issue of toxic politics, they don't. If they don't, because jobs go there enough for youth man them. Jobs go there enough. But why they think say politics is the only means for survival? It is the only means for survival because now the only way they able to get job when they ask you for qualification. Oh yes. Why do you think somebody will only get 1 year, 8 months experience as minister in government with only a bachelor's degree say he want to be president? Not to money he carry it, not to presidential experience he gets, not to impact lives. Not to impact lives. It just grab from one money say you want to be president. It is because now the only way for survival. Because in the end, it never forgets people we believe in them. We believe in and say this now one. If you succeed, so they say they succeed. Then we'll go the length and breadth for we dirty the water for ensure so that person they can because now they're human. But in a situation where in the economy they do well, people get jobs that some time go pass, you don't even remember for listening news. Yeah. When I've been there, I've been there work with some of my colleagues in Nigeria. When I've been there Nigeria, When I dey Liberia, I always dey tune in online for lis ten 98.1 for live for follow wetin dey happen na salon. When I dey work Liberia. So when I dey Liberia, the guys that I dey work with where I dey like manage the Chinese guys dem. Then they look me in my face and ask me, say, why you always get time for listening news about your country? Now say you, your country, you no lis ten news. They don't even get that time they say. They don't even know the channels there where they discuss issues there about their country. They don't even know. They don't get that time they said. They don't get that time they said. Why? Because the people are busy. You go left for go work in the morning. You say they get young to month for pay you bills and begin listening to radio station or begin listening to Adebayo Yundio. Now I don't rest the cause that. Now because people idle, now that make them not get time. Only on social media they cause some because. You don't blame them for that. You don't blame them for that too. Now complete idleness they cause all of this toxicity. If every youth man they work, every youth man preoccupied, when you come up college, and then you are short of waiting, good job. Tell me, whose politician they go turn you in ventriloquist? Whose politician? So many people can sympathize with Adebayo. For me, I sympathize with her. You know why they sympathize with him? Because this is a guy we're not able to make anything out of this country. If any will go through water, temple run and go find himself in Holland. If this country be okay, if this country be get good jobs, enough, I feel like a brilliant fellow, enough me for be a dropout. If you forget a business where they function well, and not say they enjoy it, they do so. Because in mama no go proud of her, in papa no go proud of her, in relatives no go proud of her, in pikin no go proud of her. But it is the means for survival. Why not go do one? Why not go do one? Why chuk no go dey fet no dey pan politics? Why not they happen in America, in other, stable economies? Why not they happen? Yes, normally once in a while they get them issues and then. But once they don't get them political turmoil, then get any political instability. In no time it will resolve, everybody go back about your business. But we will from the day where President Madabio take power. Now some man say it will make sure say it make life a living hell for President Madabio till up to this moment. You know the time. Why? Because for him, politics now a means of survival. You don't come pull and be. Now they get. I don't know why they get small, but the one they get money because of the cost for it. You think you know all this over? You go all this over. All the one that we don't turn themselves journalists. The citizen journalists, WhatsApp journalists. They now get a voice through data. When you put 5,000 units data, you don't get a few data that you can like make you talk what you talk. Anything you talk. Then calling a corner, then give small thing. You survive. So how the politics no go dirty in this country? How? The politics will definitely dirty. So for proving for all of this, I tell you, if you have the right leader, where can he attract foreign direct investment? Investors then come. He able to heal this country, he hold this country together. You don't look for whose region, whose side, whose crony, whose person and crony. You don't look for nepotism. He hold this country just like the mindset where Dr. Marah gets. He hold this country like how Dr. Marah feels so for heal this country. And we attract foreign direct investment. You tell me. You get 2-3 companies, major multilateral companies in Abo. 2-3 major multilateral companies or factories in Moyamba. 2-3 major companies and multilateral companies in Bont. Bigger companies or bigger investment na Kenema. Bigger companies, bigger multilateral companies na Kaifala. You get another one where situated na Kono, not the Optia or the Koyi holdings. Yeah? You go with other foreign direct investment. This country is virgin ground. Man, if you are a serious entrepreneur, a whole lot of gaps in the day we keep for develop a business plan for. Eh? So you get major, conglomerates, serious business people, factories them. Now each district where get the potential for whole all the youth man them together for them work. Eh? You go Koinadugu, you get two or three major FDI, foreign direct investment, where they run the country, where they hold the youth man every day for work. 10, 20, 30,000 workers, they work. You tell me, who say they pull the idle youth man, where they work cost for you? Who say you they go pull the youth man, where they go chook for you? You can't bombali the same. You get major institutions, major companies where they into serious production. You can't go local, go Cambia, you can't Watalo, Western Rural, and then Freetown. You have this major, like I say, if you get serious, just 50 serious conglomerates, multilateral companies in this country, just 50 for out to the few day. Then come there, I will tell you, if all of these companies just employ just 20,000 youths, just 20,000 youths, wallahi, you add to the Huawei day already, it would be difficult for law to kill yourself in this country. Law we get idle youths wey dey go treat themselves. We will begin to see themselves red versus green as enemy. Timniemede as enemy. All that be done because people no get jobs, they're not available, idleness rampant. The only profession, now where they can make you they can want to make you with no qualification. You know they ask for your paper, they ask for your experience, you don't get. Not just through politics. That is why you are seeing them all over the place. Gallivanting. They want to be president. Ideally, someone in track record, just in CV, enough for even be an officer. National multinational companies, an officer. And they talk about, a supervisor, a deputy manager, or what, a full-time manager. Just an officer. So man in CV no more get. You don't do for getting an officer role. You don't do. But why do you think they run for presidency? Because we've made politics fashionable. We've made politics fashionable. It is the only means for survival. That is the only way. That is the only place where you will get employment. When they question you are the column. You credential. You not even want for no, even if you record dirty. It is through politics. So we don't make politics fashionable now. Everyone will become politician. Youth man and all man learn on a party. Green versus red. Even in mosques, in churches, it is now happening. Families, communities, they are so divided. I've seen communities when SLPP can have power. The SLPP that will win, then go after the APC them. We lost. Beat someone, bulldoze someone, burn someone in house for no reason. SLPP only in power 7 years. The very people who cause for SLPP, we beat for people who kill for SLPP, they no get job. And they pass all over the place. The only two they go bluff with are not the president and my brother. Me and they talk the same tribe or the same village will come out. That is the only thing they will put forward to the table. So, why will not continue for the getting problems there? We need a leader who is able to fix this country. Over and over for service, over and over again, I will say that person is Dr. Marah. These colleagues, the way they all contest with, and they are also and they right for contest. But clearly, their record, their pedigree, their experience don't match Dr. Marah Young. And you have a pecking order. You have a pecking order. What are they so? If I put your money, in the have cook. Now me first to eat before me begin to eat. Not going to begin to eat before me. Because me pull your money. These guys are coming out. Dr. Marah don't contest one, twice, This is the third time. So man they can yesterday. Hey, spend money now for let them can make them flag bearer and put them before Dr. Mara. That's not fair. That's not fair. There is no fairness. So if you feel say that is how you want to go about finding who will lead your country because Ula get a deep pocket, able to satisfy you 2 3 days, or then you get your one bag rest, or sometimes you get one rotten jeep where you pass with, and then you feel that they enough or fix the country, then I tell you say you don't market this country because at the end of the day, the country in Poland will ever solve. You for the short period will enjoy your life. Finamotoka and you go ride down. I mean, you eat fine, but believe me, the problem will still there. When you pass out, the problem will still there. You already say you sit down, the problem will still there. You begin and go can meet the problem. And tomorrow, if you don't play this bad politics now, you get the opportunity for fix that. For book the right person. You not put on. You allow the wrong person fool you with money, the person take over power. Tomorrow, when the person build that he look after you again, he never look after you again because if you look after him, now buy loyalty. So because he buy you loyalty, you know the right over am. What you want for looting power, you looting power. If you don't invest in money, you get for pull back what you put. Clear. So when you go down pass off, you pick your left, you go to store all over the place. The person, you know, expect the person where you know help well. So you don't left trouble for your beginning, for your generation. That is why we have to be serious. Communists of the All People's Congress, the SLP people don't go and it's bad. And don't let free in a serious, situation. Just look at the public debt alone. The public debt alone. Hmm? Look at the debt the country gets. Do you know how much it costs? 3.2 billion United States dollar and the debt that this country don't, maximize. 70% of that money na SFP and enforcer. 70% of that money. Putting them put down. Development will not see. The country dey backward. Electricity will not able for wind with them. Look the flagship project in the middle. The medium term national development plan and capacity building schools. How many innovative institutions are able to bring? How many? SFP be able, APC be able because they able for calling going. And the only technology, based institution in this country. Then you go think of now the Unimark. Silonians, this talking Boku, we know we'll talk all one day. We as the All People's Congress will not say the body we go can take is heavy. So we need a candidate we not to only forgo win at the national delegate conference because you can win the national delegate conference and then you lost the presidential in the country. Yes, Jagaban can go now, he buy the APC votes. In win flag bearer, they lost presidency. Because people are not fools. There are people who call the silence majority, then they know the talk, they are observing. You already have the likes of Dr. Mara when they move them out and then give support. They're not going into this toxic and dirty politics with me and you involved into. So it's not only about winning the delegate conference. You have to think about winning the presidency. And after that, you will not win the presidency, you also have to think how to be able to muscle, to face on the problem and fix the issues, the problems in with it. Can these people, the Jagaban time, have that? Sorry, I'm referring to the Jagaban. I'm sorry, Mr. Jagaban, if this get anything will affect you. I have nothing against you personally. As a Muslim, I like you. But the fact is, honor self not a help situation. If me get that money where you get, wallahi, at the car, the investment in this country, create employment, and not go for presidency. No be Aliko Dangote. Now president and they run after him. Now president and they run after him. It is about investment, it's about impact. So this is where we'll draw the curtain of the program for this week. And then we'll come again next week. And hopefully we'll continue this fine talk for sensitize the comments them within the villages, within the interiors, where the noble food them. Thank you all. We meet again.
And inside you there, give peace a chance. Let me make salute. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me make salute. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me make salute. Surround your ears when I listen to me. Surround your ears when I listen well. Learn some lessons and get some blessings. Stop the blame game that we make salute. This say that one they say that this. Election time, not to time for facts. Make salute, not well this country.